Welcome to Castles to Cauldrons, where every journey starts with a little bit of magic.
Well, welcome to episode 28 of Castles to Cauldrons. I'm your host, Jason Davis, back from Alaska. Not thank goodness, because I kind of wish I was back. I'm here with Rachel, Terry, and Micah. Today, we've got some pretty exciting news, and then we're going to go into talking about the Alaska cruise and what I went through and what questions they have. But first, let's just start off with the saddest note possible. That no one, when I say no one, I mean me, really wants to talk about is Muppets officially closed while I was on the ship.
He cried.
I did. And what made it worse was, like, for some reason there was a bunch of Muppet music. They knew I was on this ship and that Muppets was closing, so they're like, we're going to play all the Muppet songs for you.
How many times did you hear Rainbow Connection?
At least a dozen.
Oh, that is crazy.
And it was
Rachel made a call.
One of the games was the Name the Disney Tunes. They were playing in Tiana's Palace. And I'm like, okay. And I'll just sit here and listen. I didn't want to participate. It was just me by myself. Bethany was in a spa. And one of the songs was Rainbow Connections. And the little girl next to me and her mom just looked up like, oh, I don't know this song. I'm like, it's Rainbow Connections.
Aww.
So yeah, it was a summer note. It did go out with a bang. I was excited to see all the people that aligned.
The line that they had for that, going all the way into Galaxy's Edge for people to get in. Like
55-minute wait. It was a longer wait to get onto Muppets than it was to get on Rise of Resistance. So that's pretty good send off, I would say.
I love
Sad
that
they have to say that it's closing for it to get busy again.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But I love that Jim Henson's daughter was the last one that they took.
Yes.
I thought that was
that
really cool.
was nice.
The final touch kind of, and then there were some people who put roses on Jim Henson's handprints in the courtyard in front of the Chinese theater. So there's a lot of little mementos, and I was like, this is nice. This is very sweet. One of the Disney people I have on Facebook, Mark Daniels, he does all the live streams for Disney when they do them. He said, if we do not see any of these doors from the attraction and the actual door coaster, it's going to be a huge missed opportunity. And I agree 100%. They need to at least put one of those doors in that coaster.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the coaster?
I mean, yeah, I'm excited for new things. I really do hate to see something like Muppets go, because it is a legacy for Jim. But let's see what Disney can do. And it didn't take them long. They put the walls are up now around the courtyard. I do think it's going to be a phased opening for Monsters. The coaster, if you look at the new concept art, the coaster kind of looks like it's been pushed back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the courtyard itself, where Mama Melrose, Pizza Rizzo, and the theater are, they'll probably all get redone real fast, real good turnaround time, reopen, and then the door coaster open sometime 2027. But they did say Muppets will be taking over Rock and Roller Coaster next year. So
yeah,
that's going to be a quick turnaround. They said that Aerosmith stays there till the end of 2025. So I would expect 6 to 7 months.
Well, it's really just like the theming of it. It's not like they're going to replace the track or anything.
Yeah, if they're going to get, like, they don't even have to gut much if they're going to gut anything at all. The recording studio, you just put in the Muppets, maybe retheme the alleyway and then the signs throughout the ride and the gift shop. So it's exciting to see what's coming new.
I wonder what they're going to yell. You want some backstage passes?
Yeah. It would be funny if it was Fozzie the Bear yelling at you when you take off.
We'll get more on that when it comes through. But yeah, that was my sad moment on the trip. Kind of more sad news. We did get an official closing for Rivers of America, Liberty Bell, and Tom Sawyer. Luckily, it's going to be right before or right after we get done with our training that we're doing in June. So July 7th, Allison's going to chain herself to the Liberty Bell.
I'm gonna order some chains from Amazon and I'm gonna bring them.
That's gonna be hilarious. She's gonna have to put together like an entire like TikTok or something to like do that for her so she has it.
And then she's got to like yell to like, give me liberty or give me death. You know, she's got to be like a patriot out there.
Give me the Liberty Bell or give me death.
Just don't ban me. I'll stop before then.
I have never done Tom Sawyer Island, so I guess that's something I'm going to have to do on the trip, just to say I've done it and walked around it. When they announced this, they did release new concept art of Piston Peak, is what the area is going to be called. It's going to be a what was it? A wilderness.
Yeah.
Dumb.
And so national park type thing, going to have that feel. So they're trying to really incorporate it into Frontierland. I do find it kind of corny that it's a wilderness. They
coming off of Big Thunder Mountain.
Yes. The positive though is that they're keeping a lot of the water. If you look at the concept, that waterway next to Country Bears and all that, that's still there. So they couldn't get rid of all of Rivers America. So there's some hope there.
I do like how they're keeping the theming on that side of the park as like frontiery, you know, outdoorsy. So like, you know, it's Fantasyland, and then you have like your technological part in Tomorrowland. So it's not like the whole park is going to change
Tiana still feels kind of like out of place though back there in that corner.
Yeah.
Like you don't, the Splash Mountain coming into the river probably works well, but Tiana's still, you know, the bayou, and you're out in the wilderness. So
the wilderness.
Wilderness.
I'm not gonna be able to say it right.
Wilderness.
Give it a true Southerner to say that one right. The wilderness.
Maybe that's why they wanted to name it that way, so that the people from Louisiana can say it better.
Yeah, because you know, Philly girl ain't saying that, right?
No.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for it. Like I said, with the Muppet stuff, change is good. Change is fine. I will miss a lot of what's going on here, but they've kept enough of that water where it's like, okay, we still have movement in this part of the area. So it'll be fun to see what's going to happen.
Were you there when they drained it before?
Yes.
That's so weird to
see. When they redid the track for
yeah.
What's it look like when it's drained?
There's a track. Oh my God, there was so much trash in it.
Oh,
it's a concrete base.
Yeah.
It's like a pool when you drain it, kind of.
Yeah. And then there's a track.
Yeah, because Liberty Bell is
deep.
It's like what, 3 feet, 4 feet?
Yeah, if that.
Oh wow.
It's just so murky.
5 or 6 minimum.
So it's pretty cool. But you know, it literally ruins the magic, because you
I can't believe
on the track.
They let you see that, honestly.
Yeah. That's what I say. I can't believe that they didn't put up like a partition or something when they had that drained. It was just like an eyesore.
Yeah.
And it took away from the magic, because now you know it's on a track. Then you saw the trash. Like we saw work boots. It was the stuff that was under there. But yeah, I wish they would have blocked it off, because it did lose some of its magic.
Well, they're fixing to for probably a good 2 to 3 years. So
great.
Another whole walk. And they also said they're closing the train. So the actual Main Street, the Walt Disney World Railroad, will not be doing a full circle anymore. It will be doing a shuttle from Fantasyland to the front. So it's going to go backwards and forwards. And to help with that, they're going to move some of the seats around backwards, so you can look both ways. So that, you know, at least we get to keep the train. Disneyland, when they were getting rid of Tom Sawyer Island to make way of Galaxy's Edge, they got rid of the train for a good year and a half.
Wasn't it closed?
It's been closed for a long time.
Yeah,
it closed for Tron too. Yeah, for a while.
Like, then why didn't they just leave it open and do it from the front all the way around to Frontier and then back?
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're doing it this time, because they realized how many
bad feedback.
They said this time because of Villains Land, though. Like they'll reopen that side when Villains Land gets done. So we will never have that side of the railroad back.
Oh, the train will never do circular motion again.
Yeah.
It'll always just go back and forth.
Yeah, because once they'll reopen
Um,
it that way when Villains Land opens up, and I've made it known that I don't think Villains Land is happening.
Well, one of the good things, like when they announced that they were closing it, when they were closing it, you had all these people online. The echo chamber was a lot of, this is not Walt's vision, blah, 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 blah. And it was adults. But one of the things I did read that kind of put everything in perspective was this one lady wrote, I don't have anything to do with Disney World. I don't work for them. We just go on vacation. And she's like, and I guess her son was probably like COVID's age. She's like, my son was so excited when I told him Cars was coming to Disney World. And I was like, oh, well, now it all makes sense. Who cares if adults are upset? Because Disney World it's for us, but it's not for us. It's for kids, and we know there's no magic there, but we like the magic. But what really serves is the kids. And if it keeps kids interested and it keeps kids wanting to come, then the parents are going to have to come. And like everything else, people say they're never going back and they're never going to, and they always will. They can't quit Disney. It's just, it draws you back in every time. So
I just
I
love
think-
Cars. Like
yeah.
my son would watch it like on repeat when he was like 1. And I just love it. I'm not a Mac, I'm a Peterbilt.
Well, Cars Land and Disneyland, y'all told me y'all like make sure you walk through there at night.
Yeah.
And it's the prettiest land of all of them at night. I mean, even if you're not a huge Cars fan, like everyone was around taking pictures and everything.
Mhm.
So
And I hope we
think
have
people
something
will
like
love
that
it.
here. I hope that
Yeah.
our Cars Land echoes very much what they have out there. Obviously, it's not going to be Route 66 like they have. It's
Mhm.
going to be something completely different. But I want that immersion. And to your point, Terry, Walt always said that the parks weren't supposed to be a museum. They were supposed to grow and evolve
Yeah.
and change. And that's this thing that Disney fans don't hold on to. They want to hold on to all Walt's sayings, but that one.
Yeah.
It's like, as soon as, we're going to get rid of, and I'm one to talk, right? Because here I am mourning Muppet Vision. But I'm also,
You can mourn and keep liking it.
Yeah.
You're not
I'm
complaining.
fine with what's coming because
Yeah.
in some cases, yes, stuff has to be destroyed to be built. That's why Universal's so great to me, is because they don't take in consideration that everybody loves Twister. So they just like, it's a fun little attraction, but guess what? We're going to put Jimmy Fallon here now, and we don't care what you think about it. So they do it.
Yeah.
If they announce tomorrow they're getting rid of Peter Pan's flight,
Oh my God.
whole Disney
It would hell
community
would break
would,
loose.
like
Riot in
there.
the streets.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic. It's been there since opening day. They wouldn't know what to do with it. But then at the same time, they'd be like, well, Walt said it wasn't supposed to stay the same. Won't live by it. Be fine with it. See what Disney Imagineering is going to do. So speaking of what Disney Imagineering is going to do, we got some announced stuff for Disneyland and confirmation of what they're doing out there. And they're getting rid of stuff and building more. First thing they've really re-announced is a new parking structure that's right off Harbor. This was announced probably around 2015 to begin with, and it was met with a lot of disgust from the Good Neighbor hotels and restaurants, businesses on Harbor Boulevard, because this parking deck that was going to be put behind it was going to have a walkway that went straight into Disneyland with no access to Harbor. But they've revisited this, and they're putting walkways still across Harbor, but they're going to have access to these businesses and hotels for those who want to stay there. This is to make way for the Avatar Land, because they're going to get rid of the transportation center. It's right there at the entrance at Harbor. If you've been, you know what I'm talking about. But Monsters Stage 17 and I think it's Stage 12, they're going to destroy those 3 buildings, build out into Avatar. So this is the first part of what they need to do to kind of start building out California Adventure.
I don't hate it.
Mhm.
I think it's needed.
Well, I just like that they're putting that walkway there because it does make for like the people that are staying over off of that side. It makes it a little bit easier for them to come over into the parks as well.
Yeah, because it is a nightmare. It is a complete nightmare trying to walk around, even with proper traffic signals and whatnot. We talked about it last time with Universal doing the Frogger to go ride the boats. You're playing Frogger even with crosswalks over in Disneyland, trying to get across where you need to be.
Yeah, I think that's if you've never been to Disneyland, it's hard to imagine, because when you go to Disney World, you're kind of in a bubble. And, you don't have to cross streets because there's so many resorts, and normally if you stay in them, your transportations. But Disneyland is like kind of in a city. I mean, it's, so you have actual highways and things that you have to cross. And if there's not proper planning, it's just like a big city where you got to work to get to where you're going. Yeah, so I think a walkway over, that's a great idea.
Disney has to play nice with these people. Like the good neighbor hotels, they're the ones who you want them to stay there so that they go and give you more business.
And I have to say, I'm really at like almost 50% where I have clients that will book a good neighbor over one of the 3 Disneyland hotels.
And I've stayed more offsite than I have on.
Yeah.
Just because it's the convenience. When you talk about Disney World, like Terry said, you don't have this big bubble. So
you don't
staying 10, 15 miles off property. You're staying 10, 15 feet. I mean, it's it's more than that.
Yeah.
You're walking distance. You can walk to your hotel in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
You can walk there's an IHOP, there's a McDonald's, there's a Cold Stone. Right. You can go save a little bit of money on snacks and food instead of eating in the resort, even if that's the case.
Well, even like saving money, because some of those hotels include like continental breakfast and things like that too, where you can have your breakfast and you're paying half the price of what you'd pay staying on Disney property, and you're almost just as close. Like Pixar Place Hotel is like further down the road to you to walk around than some of these other hotels are.
And then to get views too. You walk out of Fairfield and you can see Matterhorn. Like you can see the fireworks and all that stuff. So you're still getting those views that you get for the Disney hotels.
I was going to say Disney, I like their relationship with the Good Neighbor hotels because they'll run like 4th night free. Mm-hmm. So, it's nice that they do incorporate those Good Neighbor hotels with their discount plans.
I said the only negative about Disneyland and staying off property is that
homeless people.
Right. Because to fight Terry's comment about there's not really a bubble. There is somewhat of a bubble. Once you cross harbor and you go under that Disneyland sign, you get into the Disney bubble and you're there. So once you go to the other side in downtown, it's all clean and Disney-like. Once you come through though, you got panhandlers, you got homeless, you got people trying to sell you bottles of water. I mean, it's all this stuff happening and they're there.
It's city life.
It is.
Yeah. City.
Yeah.
So end of your day, when you're going back to your hotel, you're instantly taken back out of that magic. So that is the negative. And it's in the morning, it's not as bad. You might, you'll walk past the sleeping homeless person at the bus stop, but
they're not doing anything to you.
Nah.
Just kind of
taking a snooze.
Yeah, they're just living life. But that's the only negative there. The other thing they have coming in there that they've announced is Coco, the Coco boat ride. That's going to go in between the Paradise Gardens and Pixar Place. There's just a little Pixar pier door over in one area, and that's the entrance. And it's all going to be backstage. So we don't have much more to talk about on that. But I think that's some cool stuff coming. I'm excited for both Avatar and for Coco. I do think, though, maybe there's a name change on the horizon for Disney or California Adventure.
Again?
The whole park?
Yeah.
What makes you think this?
Where does Avatar fit into California?
Where does Avengers fit in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where does Avengers fit?
Yeah.
Where does Pixar fit?
Yeah.
So do you have an idea what this might be? Or
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like I feel like it wouldn't be much of a surprise if they come out and say, hey, we're going to change California Adventure to Disney Movie Adventure or something like that.
Didn't we have the same conversation about Hollywood Studios? How, like, with a name change with that, since it's not that same, like
MGM.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's not like a studios feel like it used to be. Like, now you have Star Wars there, and now you're going to have Muppets, and like, you just don't really have that Studios feel to it, like
I
it
can
used
see
to
him.
be.
I can see him doing like Disney Studios Adventure or something like that. But
Because what do they call it? Well, aren't they changing the name to the one in Paris?
that one's stupid. Like
yeah.
World Premiere or something. World Adventure is
Watch. They're just going to copy and paste and be like,
we are.
Yeah.
We put all the money into this. We'll just copy and paste it over here.
I think you should have like a 2-word max in the name of your park.
You're like, it's too long.
Like epic. That's
Yeah.
good. Epic. We don't have to have like California Adventure.
Well, I mean,
like that's just too much.
In
That's
reality,
2 words.
let's
That's
talk about.
That's a lot about. I mean, a lot of
A lot of syllables.
If you're talking about like, and I'm the Universal, the lover of Universal here, right?
Yes.
Universal Epic Universe. That's kind of weird.
I guess you're right.
Okay,
That's the official title.
I mean, let's just call it.
Why are
Epic
they
Universal
redundant?
or something?
isn't it
Yeah.
Universal's Epic
No, it's not
Universe?
possessive.
Should
No,
be.
It's and the same thing was Islands of Adventure. It's Universal Islands of Adventure. But no,
And then you have Animal Kingdom Park.
yeah,
No, I never call it Animal Kingdom Park.
No.
It's just Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I don't call it Magic Kingdom Park. That's not like the real name, but like still it just hits the ear wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Universal, let's go to
So wait, we're going to
HHN.
start with sad and end on happy.
Yes,
For the
we are.
news.
We are going to. This is complete joy for me. Complete not joy for Terry. HHN has officially been announced for 2 houses. Tickets are on sale now for single nights, for RIP tours, unmasking the tours, Scream early tickets, and the premiere pass. So we're still waiting on frequent fear passes, which is what I always get. So the 2 houses that we have on official announced are Five Nights at Freddy's and Fallout. Both of these, one is a movie that came out from Blumhouse. It was based off a video game, which is Five Nights at Freddy's. The second one is also a video game turned into a TV show on Amazon Prime, which is Fallout. So I'm assuming we're getting the live action version of both of these, as that's what we normally get. What are y'all's thoughts on the 2 houses for your first HHN experience? We hope.
I don't know much
Right.
about Fallout, but Five Nights at Freddy's to me, just like, I don't know. It's just like, I guess if you're scared of mascots, it'll be more scary. But for
Is it
me,
like
I'm just
animatronics that come to life kind of situation.
Yes.
like a weird Chuck E. Cheese where they come
Yeah.
to life. Mm-hmm.
So the creative director of HHN did come out and say that they are working closely with Jim Henson to bring the Five Nights at Freddy's figures to life. That's the same company who did the movie figures as well. So
Because who was in that movie?
Bring
Was it the
them
guy
up.
that plays Shaggy?
it is.
Okay, that's
Matthew
what I thought.
Lillard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know him from Scream.
Scream.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I'm supposed to be in the next one too, I think.
I think
He
I'm
is.
dying here, man. No, I've never seen a Five Nights at Freddy's.
I haven't
So-
watched the movie. I just saw the previews for it, and I know the stuff because of I just like kids really liked it. Like Kova had a whole thing where he's talking about it, and I was like, no, just like the whole Poppy's Playhouse where it was like huggy wuggy and kissy missy and all those scary
Yeah.
things. And
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely not. You can't have a huggy wuggy doll. Like I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of falls in that same thing.
That's how I know it. So my kids' friends got into it, and they
Mhm.
were like looking up YouTube videos on, but it was on kids' YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That was like not the real. But anyway, so I did a deep dive, and then I asked my 15-year-old nephew, "What is this?" He's like, "It's not scary." He's
It
like,
doesn't look scary.
he's like, "I don't think it's scary." He's like, "Your kids might think it's scary, but it's not like bad. Don't let them watch the movie or anything. But what they're watching, the edit stuff is not bad." So obviously I didn't let them watch anything on real YouTube or whatever, but my kids don't like scary movies anyway. So I knew if they really got scared, they would stop themselves. But so I think that might, fingers crossed, be like the easiest house.
Well,
I think-
what's Fallout?
Fallout's
I've never
like
seen
a-
Fallout either.
Like end of the world stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an end of world type thing.
Yeah, see, either one does not seem to scare me.
Yeah.
I know any of that apocalypse stuff or whatever. Like,
They're gonna be jump scares. I think Five Nights is gonna be
Yeah.
scarier than Fallout, but I don't think Five Nights is gonna be scary either. I think they're both gonna be more like let's have fun, just walk through
Mhm.
scenic type stuff. And if they have said that 5 nights will be a more than a house type thing. It's different. It's the biggest difference they've had in a while. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do there.
I'm excited to see because I know that first concept art, I know a lot of stuff has changed on what some of the themes and stuff would be. And I'm kind of sad that some of those themes left. Like one of them was like Vikings, and now that's not on there anymore. And I was kind of actually hoping for that.
Yeah, we can still speculate. There's still time. So we're recording on the June 12th. There is a rumor that tomorrow we get an announcement of Jason House for Friday the 13th, because that is one that's been, it's an anniversary, I think, for the movies.
Oh yeah, because tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Yeah. So
you're right.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for the new segment of this episode. We will be back in a minute with our recap of the Disney Alaska cruise.
Are you dreaming of your next adventure, but overwhelmed by planning? Magical Travel has you covered. With over 22 years in the business, we specialize in Disney destinations, Universal Studios, cruise vacations, and all-inclusive resort getaways. Our services are 100% complimentary when you book a vacation package with one of our knowledgeable agents. Request a free quote to start the planning process at www.magicaltravel.com. Mention our podcast to be connected with one of our agents you are listening to.
And we're back. Unfortunately, we're back because I'm back in reality and off the Disney Wonder.
But you're with us.
I am with y'all. But I'm not on the Disney Wonder. I did come back from this cruise and we were walking around deck 9. I was like, Beth, I really miss doing agent training on the cruise. Well, here's my plea for a Castle to Cauldrons cruise. Once we get to,
all right, we can make that happen.
Once we get to so many listeners, we'll have a podcast cruise like some of these big cruises have, and we can record a podcast in one of the big bars.
I'll get the Tower Suite.
There we
can
go.
do it that way.
Yeah,
we'll get the bungalow at the Poly, and then we'll get the tower.
That'll be our
Tower
pre-cruise
Suite.
stay. Yeah, that'll be our pre-cruise stay.
Fantastic.
We'll do 2 episodes. We'll do the bungalow episode, and then we'll do the cruise episode. So,
and those will be video episodes. We'll have to video those.
We'll all be sitting in different areas of the ship to make sure that we hit all the views. But
I want mine to be on the steps of the tower.
Ooh.
I can be in the bathroom. I don't care. It's the Tower Suite.
Those bathrooms are beautiful, and they have like the little switch where it frosts the glass.
Oh, that's crazy. All right,
it's a huge bathroom.
I want that.
Speaking of huge bathrooms, we started our stay at we went out into Vancouver a couple of days early. We booked a room, a King Harbor View at Pan Pacific Hotel, which is the port hotel for all the cruise lines. So if you stay at this hotel, your cruise luggage will magically be taken from your room down to the cruise ship. So it's effortless. We got in at 1 a.m. on Saturday morning and got a surprise upgrade to a King Suite with a harbor view. And you want to talk about huge bathrooms, that thing was massive. But the whole room was massive. We were nice and surprised on that coming in after a long day of travel. But a great hotel. I recommend it to everybody. It's perfect placement to be able to go walk around. We did 2 days in Vancouver before we actually got on the ship. I did this thing called Fly Over Canada, which is like I'm not going to say a cheap version because it was really good, but it was like soaring. And there were 2 shows. One was about the natives, and then one was actual all about Canada. And that was the one all about Canada was more Soarin'-esque. So you were going through over the cities and everything. I think we spent $86 to do that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So if you're ever over there, it's walking distance. We walked over to Stanley Island, which is about a 5K walk, and went to the Vancouver Aquarium where we saw amazing animals like sea lions.
Did you see the belugas? The
No,
beluga whales?
They didn't have beluga whales.
They did when I went there a couple of years ago.
In the aquarium?
They had this rare animal I have never seen in my life called an armadillo.
In the Vancouver aquarium?
Yes.
I just saw one hit by a car on my road the other day.
You never. Oh, are you being funny?
He is, because they're all over Alabama.
Oh,
I at least passed 6 dead ones every day.
I don't have
warm weather creatures.
It was.
I don't have them up here.
It was funny
I've
to
never
see
seen
one
one
in an aquarium. So
well, that's the first, like, so they're moving into like where I'm at, and that was the first time, like, it was all over like our local Facebook page. Like, oh, did you see the armadillo hit on this road?
yeah,
Coming north.
It was weird seeing some of those. Like there were snakes from our area that we see all the time, and it's just like, okay, whatever. I didn't pay.
Did they have a copperhead there?
No, it was a black snake. I was like, what the?
Oh, just like a
Garden
king snake.
snake.
Yeah.
This thing isn't even in real. We have these as pets, and you have one here in the aquarium.
It's like, oh, there's a corn snake.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a good experience. If you're there, I will say, have fun, do it. It's a nice little aquarium for what it is, where it's at. But the best thing about Vancouver to me was that it was just so clean.
Mm-hmm.
It was maybe 30 minutes from the airport and back. We used Uber on the way because it was super late to get from the airport to the hotel, but we took Uber or a taxi from the port back to the airport, and it was a $42 minimum. Like that was it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it was flat rate, and it was a flat rate going to also. So,
And you had a beautiful view.
it was great.
Yeah.
Like you got to see all the ships come in.
I ended up, because I don't sleep well in the first place. I got up at around 6 a.m. every morning and just opened up the blinds and just watched ships come in. So Holland pulled in for 2 days right there, and then the next day it was the Wonder that pulled in, and we got to watch the Wonder come from underneath the bridge all the way around and dock, and it was great.
Vancouver's just a pretty city, like with the mountains in the background. Like it is just a really pretty city.
A lot of green, a lot of good food too. We saw and we had. You just don't realize how active. And I'm obviously Alabama, small town type thing. So Vancouver is massive. It's on both sides of the bay, and there's so much going on. But everybody, it's so cliche. Everybody's so nice. And I didn't believe it until I went in there, and I was just like, holy crud.
Yeah. I don't think I was there by myself on a work trip, and I was there for 10 days, and I never had a negative experience, never felt unsafe by myself, like had a really good time. Like there are parts of just like any city you don't want to go to, and that the locals are like, don't go to this area, but I think Vancouver's beautiful. I was all over that place by myself, and again, didn't have any issues or trouble.
We talked about maybe doing a small, like, if it's fine, doing a weekend vacation with just me and Beth. We would go and fly all the way over there just to spend a few days in Vancouver again. So it was beautiful. Like I just can't get over when I look at my pictures of what we did and where we saw. It was just like, this is great. Why don't we have anything this nice in America? And we probably do. I just probably haven't seen it because I'm in Alabama.
Yeah, because like Seattle's not the same. Like Seattle's not far, but Seattle's just not the same. It's not as pretty. It's not. I never felt unsafe in the areas I was in Seattle, but at the same time, like it's just not as pretty, and just I don't know. The people aren't as nice. Like I felt like everyone had somewhere to be, and they just weren't as nice and friendly there.
We thought about flying into Seattle and then taking a train the next day. So doing some sightseeing in Seattle and then going up. And I'm glad we didn't. Like just being able to spend the time around Vancouver. And I mean, we went to the mall, and I had to buy shoes, and we had to buy another bag of luggage. That's how bad this is. Okay. We had to buy another suitcase going into this, because we knew we were so close to being overweight on our suitcase in general. So we went into the mall, and it was just like, holy crud. Like people are here in the mall, and in Alabama, no one goes to the ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one.
I was wondering why, like where you were going with this mall comment.
I was like, there's so many people in here. And
yeah, well, you're different from
yeah,
like I'm at the second largest mall in America is King of Prussia, and that's like my go-to mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
You're,
no one goes to ours. And
Yeah.
like all you hear down here is malls are dying, malls are dying.
yeah,
And then you walk in there and it's just
a mall.
wall to wall
Yeah.
people. Oh.
I just pulled up your reservation,
Which
like the one you just came from, because I have access to like part of it after the fact. I'm gonna go say that's a package, dude.
which one?
Like it tells, like because it's a breakdown. You had anniversary notification.
Yeah.
You had Deluxe Glacier Explorer adults only, the Klondike Experience, whale watching, salmon bake, and Mendenhall Glacier.
Yeah.
Then you had the Rainforest Pass.
Yeah.
For the whole time?
Yeah.
For both of you?
Yeah.
Good for you. Then you had Palo,
Yeah.
and you did the portrait, and then you did have spa reservation. Like you did it right.
I did.
That's a good anniversary.
Yeah,
cruise.
that's a good
And
anniversary.
you had a
Anniversary was this?
Hmm?
What anniversary was this?
10.
Okay.
And
So-
you had a veranda,
Yeah.
which is even better because I do book people inside for Alaska, and I understand why because it's a good price point for inside. But I just to see the views.
If you can afford to do a veranda, it
So
it makes sense.
let's walk down a little bit. So my stateroom number was 7032.
Yep. Deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda.
Yes, and it was perfect. All right. To me, this was a perfect room for a couple. We went from a huge suite to a room that was the size of the bathroom in our room. So and Rachel pulls out a map so she can make sure about this.
Deck plans.
Deck plan. So 7032 is starboard side, and it's almost halfway in between the forward and the midship elevators. So anything we wanted to do, we were right there. If midship was crowded, we could go forward and go up, and it wasn't too bad of a walk because the Wonder's not a huge ship. So if we ended up at Animator's Palette for dinner, aft ship was fine to walk all the way up. So absolutely loved where we were located when it comes to room. Set in 7th floor, we were, it's not a tall ship, so deck 9 is pulled. So we didn't have to walk but up 2 flights of stairs if we wanted to get up there and walk around. First day at sea, that was Bethany's spa day. I think it was a hot stone massage. We were in there for Rainforest to get a tour of it, and she got convinced that she wanted a spa, and I'm like, yeah, get a massage, whatever. And so that was Tuesday morning. She got up, she did a hot stone massage, 110 minutes. And then
I need that.
she did her hair that night. And then we had Palo that night too.
That was your first sea day?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's
That
a good
was-
use of a sea
Was
day.
that
that
was-
Tuesday?
Yeah, that was Tuesday. So I just kind of hung out. I walked around. That's when I went to Tiana. It's actually the French Corner Lounge. And I listened to the trivia. We also went to Match Your Mate. That was the night we went to Match Your Mate. And
Did you go on stage?
no.
Oh.
But it gets good. There was the other game too. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a like-minded. That's what it was. Where they all, they give you what's the worst Disney movie, and everybody puts in their answers, and whoever gets the most points win. That was fun. We had a great hostess. Match Your Mate. If you don't know the game, I know Siobhan talked about it on one of ours. They usually pick like the youngest couple in the crowd, the oldest couple in the crowd, and then somebody in the middle. And it's very much the wedding. What was it?
Newlywed game.
Newlywed game. Yeah. Thank you. Middle couple been together for about 10 years. Old couple, 60, 67, something like that.
Oh, God.
The young couple, they were fixing to get married in like days. The kicker, the young couple were the grandchildren of the old
Of the old couple.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh no!
No, it
What
gets
they
raunchy.
revealed,
It is.
Yeah.
This game is 18 plus for sure.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
grandma.
So-
Ew.
They do the whole like, what's the like most
What's the
scandalous place you've
place?
done it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and that was the question.
Oh.
They asked
so they're
they
not all
asked
Disney related questions.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, they
I
were.
thought-
So they asked the women if you could describe your love life in 1 to 3 songs, and it's like "Let It Go," "Almost There," and "A Whole New World."
Oh yeah, that was the same one when the last time I went on a Disney cruise.
So that was interesting. I mean, you could probably guess where everybody went with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But when they asked the men their raunchy question, which was the where you got the freakiest place you've done it, the grandparents were the weird ones. Like they were like,
well, they've had 67 years to do it.
I
They've gotten
know.
bored and had to like start doing new things.
off the like. Oh yeah, it was on our ski trip in the mountains, and it was like
Did they match?
Yeah, they matched.
Oh yes.
And it was like we were in the hills, and we just like okay. And
They
then
did it in their ski, like
I don't know. I didn't ask questions.
I'm picturing like The Sound of Music, by the way, since they're old.
So, and then the middle couple was like he said something about Aruba, the honey, like a room they gotten in the Aruba, and then she started naming off like 6 different places, and it was just like, ooh. So,
No, the only thing that would have made it better is if the young couple was
They were
like the
saving
young couple, but the
themselves.
middle was like one of their parents, and then the other one was like
Yeah.
the grandparents. It was like the whole
Family
family.
affair.
Yeah.
But it was great because like the hostess, she was like, y'all are giving me a lot to work with some of these questions. And like I said, if y'all didn't hear, the youngest couple were trying to save themselves from marriage. So they were like, it wasn't like, well, what's the freakiest place you've done it? Well, we
never.
yeah,
We kissed here
Yeah, that was what it was.
in public.
We held hands.
I will say, if you're going to do any nighttime stuff, make sure
You have to do it.
go and watch that. The only reason I did it was because of what Rachel, Siobhan, and all the ladies had said on the Treasure podcast a few weeks
It
ago.
was so fun.
So it's a fun little thing. So day 2 was the glacier. That was actually real fun. I sent y'all a video. Bethany got a really good video of part of the great glacier breaking off. There was no one else filming on our little excursion. It was the adults only. So we got a little thing of champagne, and we got a free glacierita. I was in line to get my glacierita. Bethany had already gotten hers, and that thing broke off. And I'm like, she's the photographer, I'm the videographer, and she got the good video.
Mm-hmm.
So she made friends.
That was
with
a good
everybody.
video.
It was really good.
Which glacier was it?
That was Dawes, and it was everything I've seen from both the family friendly excursion and what we did. It's the same excursion, just without kids. So
I like that they offer that though.
yeah, it was nice that we didn't have little kids running around the boat, and we didn't have to worry about anything.
What's a glacierita?
It's a margarita with glacier ice.
If the glacier ice in there.
Yeah, so they actually, you would see one of the little girls pick up the ice and out of the water and put it in your water, and it's like okay.
Oh,
and it was good. It was strong.
I love that.
I don't know if
Salty.
I'd want the ice from just out there.
It's clean water. Like that is all.
Yeah.
No, but it's
clean water.
floating in that gross water now.
No, that water is clean.
no, it's not gross.
It's
I
been
don't
frozen
know.
forever.
Forever.
We're not talking about yellow snow here.
Yeah.
It's
It's not like chipping ice like off your car.
Yeah.
in your backyard
There's no ground stains.
with grass stick to it.
Yeah, dirt at the bottom of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It was really good. We both enjoyed them. Then they take you back to your boat because the family excursions leave the boat and take you on an excursion to the glacier. And they point out different wildlife and all this stuff, talk to you about the environment. And you do your glacier viewing, and then the boat's there. So they just take you back to the boat. Ours, they pick you up at the boat and you're at the glacier. So you go see the glacier first, and then you go back to the boat the long way, and they do everything in reverse. So being able to see the waterfalls. And we had young ladies driving this boat. They were getting like 2 feet away from stone walls. I'm like, I wouldn't even bring my own pontoon boat this close. I don't own a pontoon boat, but I'm not comfortable driving that. And you are putting a huge boat right up against this wall. And
You're trying to say lady drivers can't drive boats.
I'm just saying anybody
was
driving
the
a boat.
second thing you said.
I'm saying
I'm messing with
anybody
you. I know what you're saying.
it would be stupid to do it, and they did it. So yeah, that glacier viewing was great, and we learned a lot. It wasn't ever boring. There's just people talking and having fun.
You did a dog sled?
We didn't do a dog sled.
That's what you booked.
It wasn't a dog sled.
It wasn't?
No.
That's false advertisement.
It is very false. Well, if you read it.
Wait. Did you still go on it?
Yeah.
Are you expecting a dog sled?
It says
Okay.
Gold Fever and Alaskan sled dogs.
So that's Skagway. So day 3, right? Day 3, we go into Skagway.
Yeah. That's actually day 4.
Day 4, whatever. Because day 1 is embarkation.
Yeah.
So day 4, we go to Skagway. Skagway is the furthest north you go on this cruise. Also, if you want to look at any pictures on my Facebook, I'll post them on Instagram. I'll give some to Terry to throw on our socials.
Yeah, man.
We walked around Skagway. I will recommend going to Skagway, but don't spend a lot of time there. Before we did the Gold Pan and Sled Dog Camp, we like I said, we walked around. We got the Doughboy, which is fried Alaska bread, which was amazing.
Sounds good.
I mean, it's like a funnel cake with cinnamon sugar on it.
Yummy.
Big old piece of bread. But boy, it was good. Ran into our pastor
I saw.
and his wife.
How was that not play? Like y'all had no idea. Y'all hadn't
Like
discussed.
we knew
it,
we
y'all
were both going to Alaska. Like, when we both knew we were on cruises, but one of our other agents was on an Alaskan cruise at the same time with Royal Caribbean. I figured he was on the same ship she was. So I just assumed we were going to miss every port. And we get off the boat and I get a text from, "Hey, are y'all in Skagway?" And we're like, "Yeah." Like, "We are too." Like, "Cool, you want to meet up?" And we had pizza, which was really good. But, we're in Skagway, probably shouldn't have pizza. Where we wanted to eat, we couldn't take our pastor, which was the Red Onion Salon and Brothel.
Oh.
We went in there for the tour of the old brothel. It's I think it was $10 a piece, or maybe it's $20 a piece. Really cool educational experience because you're learning about how they all lived in that time frame and like the numbers and all that jazz. And you're seeing all the artifacts, like everything up in that part of the museum and that bar is original. So the wallpaper is original to the building when it was a brothel and everything like that. So it's really cool. And they give you a little, this was your ticket, a little garter.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a garter?
Yeah. So,
Were they like dressed like
Yes.
scandalous? Like, okay. So they were like,
they were wearing like corsets and yes, very much so. It was like, okay. So we went back.
That fits right in.
Yeah. I mean, it's all part of the show and everything. So it worked great. And me and Beth had a great time. We saw at Mammoth Club that they had done this tour and we're like, we should try that. So we went back after we ate lunch with them and had reindeer fart shots and got some merch. Those reindeer farts were great.
what's in that?
Reindeer farts.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Bailey's, Kahlua, and peppermint schnapps.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no thanks.
Tastes like Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly like Christmas. Like we both did a shot and we're like, we gotta have another one. So amazing. We got back to the boat. That's when we went and did this Gold Pan and Sled Dog. Gold Pan, we made $33.
Nice.
And then they try to sell us a $44 locket to put the gold in, and then a $60 chain to put the locket on. I'm like, I'm not spending $100 for the $33 in gold we found. We'll just keep it in it's a little film canister they give it to you in.
Perfect. That's all you needed.
Yeah, that's what we need. If this ever becomes $200, we're good.
Keep it in your safe.
That part was completely cheesy. We had a really bad guide. He was new, but he was bragging about how he wanted to be a actor all of his life, and he couldn't remember anything, and it was horrible. The sled dog part though was great. It was just a camp, so all the puppies were there. They would train them and all that stuff. They took the sled out once around the loop for us to see what it was like, but then they let everybody hold the puppies and pet the dogs. And
Yeah.
So it wasn't, we wanted to do the sled dog thing, but we didn't want to spend, I think it was like $500 or $600 to go up into the,
To actually be on the sled.
And you had to
Got
go
it.
like into the mountains. It was like $1,000 if you wanted to do a helicopter. And maybe 5 or 6.
You're like, yeah, I'm good on.
Yeah, I'm not spending $1,000 on that.
I'd rather
I'll go
pet puppy.
I'll go on one at work.
Yeah. So overall it was a good day. It was a fun day. Juneau, we did Mendenhall Glacier, Whale Watch, Salmon Bake. We started at the Whale Watch. They said we had a perfect day, a home run, a full house, whatever you want to call it, because we saw baby humpback actually come out of the water. And we saw mama too. She never actually fully came out, and we never saw a tail or anything like that. We saw orca, and we saw sea lions. But they say you don't really see all three of them. And we had a perfectly crystal clear day.
Nice.
Are they as big as you think they are? Like, did they live up to the hype, or is it like
they were still so far away that it was like super small. The orca never breached, so you only saw their fins. But
the orcas didn't go after like the sea lion?
Yeah.
No, they were all in different places.
Okay.
But it's good to know that like all the whale watching community that's there that are like guides, they're working together. So if it's not like one guide goes out and you're getting an exclusive humpback experience, and then your friends that are on another one don't get it, they all communicate and it's like, hey, we're getting a good sighting here, and so everybody goes so they can see it.
That's nice.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's nice that they communicate and they want to give everybody the same show, so to speak. And they keep their distance. They by law they have to keep a certain distance, but they also try to keep in motion with them. So whichever way they're going, they try to keep, and they flip the boat back around so that everybody gets a chance to see them.
Is it like for seasickness wise? Like, is it rocky? Is it fast?
It's fast and it can be rocky. It just depends on how many boats are around. Because if you're all trying to watch the baby humpback, then like there's 3 or 4 boats just all turning and moving and whatnot. So it kind of gets more rocky. But then when you get up and going, it's by yourself and you're speeding through. And then they'll kind of come to a complete stop. I'm like, oh, we got to go this way. And but it's worth it. I think we were out on the water for 2 hours and it didn't feel like it. Mendenhall, they just take you to a state park, national park. I don't know which one it was. Mendenhall Park is what it's called. And you can choose which hike you want to do to go. We took the Nugget Falls, which gets you closest to the glacier.
These names.
It's the name.
I can't keep a straight face.
Nugget Falls.
We had an hour there.
That was with the whale watching one?
Yeah, all this is one.
That's not bad. It's 6 hours, and that's not a bad price per person for 6 hours.
The only downside to this tour itself was that it was 6 hours. We had a 5:45 seating. So all of like we had no extra time in Juneau.
Yeah, that's why you don't do early dining.
And I should have realized that after like day 2. Like our glacier.
Alaska, you always do second dining. You should have.
Yeah, we should have. But we did the glacier and we were like 10 minutes late. And then after the dog sled, we were like 15 minutes late. So we're like, man, we should have just done late dining.
Yeah.
The salmon bake though, that was great. That was probably the highlight. The Mendenhall Glacier was beautiful. The little hike was fun to walk out to and see. We bought a couple of shirts from the park visitor center and got some good pictures. But the salmon bake itself was probably the highlight because you're in the middle of Juneau and then all of a sudden you go into this little bitty wooded area. And it's like all of a sudden you're just in the middle of nowhere. At Grandma and Grandpa's.
Did you get off at Ketchikan?
We did.
You didn't do anything though. You didn't have an excursion. You just did like sightseeing on your own.
No, the pub crawl.
Oh, that's not bookable?
It is.
It's not on here.
Because I booked it on the ship.
Oh. Got ya.
Okay,
Right.
so the reason we did that,
sorry, I'm like in your itinerary.
no, you're good. You're good. What we learned with Skagway is that we didn't have anything booked that morning. We kind of got burnt out walking up and down Skagway, trying to find something to do. So like, let's book something small at least at Ketchikan to give us something. And we did a pub crawl, and it was
cool.
Cheaper things, but I was like, this is cool because this local guy's going to carry us to bars and buy us drinks. Sure. So we went to a bar called the Sourdough, which was a old speakeasy back in the day, and had a candy shop across the way. And if you wanted alcohol during those days, mom and pop send the kid in there to get candy, and they say a special word, and they wrap the alcohol in there with the candy, and the kid come back out. But I can't remember the second bar we went to, and the third bar was Totem Pole. So they were all two of them were nice, and then the middle one was actually really nice.
You literally did this trip so well. Besides your dining time, but
yeah, especially it's almost like I'm a travel agent.
But no, I just think it the hotel, the pre-stay hotel, where your room was, your stateroom, then the excursions that you booked,
and I talked.
You had a packed trip, and it was fantastic.
And I talked to people about the excursions, the people who had been on these before. I talked to them, hey, what were your favorite ones? Which ones did you not do? We had somebody from the church that had done this cruise last year, and I got his feedback from what he enjoyed because he's the same age as me, and his wife's about the same age as Beth. And what did y'all enjoy taking your daughter that you think we would enjoy? That's where we kind of came with a lot of stuff and talking about. Yeah. The salmon bake part was for Beth. Beth loves salmon.
I was going to ask, do you eat salmon?
No.
Okay.
I tried it.
I knew with your whole around the world eating, you said you didn't eat very much. So I was wondering if salmon was one of those things.
That was the great thing. We had a great wait staff. Sanford was our main waiter. I can't pronounce our head waiter or our assistant waiter. I mean, they're all foreign, but they were all great.
You had a private table?
Yes, we did. I was surprised at that because we walked in and like, hey, here's your table, and there was 3 place settings. I'm like, oh, so we're just sharing it with a solo guest? And they're like, no, we just in case you brought somebody. Like, oh, okay, we're not gonna bring anybody. So from then on, it was just the 2 seatings. But Sanford, I told him multiple times, like, it's crazy because we'd walk into cabanas and they'd be working up there. Hey, Mr. Jason. Hey, Mrs. Bethany. No one ever does that. It's been 10 years since we've been on a cruise. Like on the other Disney cruises we've been on, they didn't say that to us. So, we
made an impression.
We compensated for him on top of the prepaid because he added to it so much that we were just like, okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think Latif was the assistant, and Roshesh is the head.
Now, was there anything, you said anything positive for the most part? Was there anything that you wish you didn't do or was a miss?
I didn't spend as much time in the rainforest as I thought I would.
You don't strike me as a spa type of dude.
Well, I wanted to
be with Bethany.
Well, I wanted to be with Bethany, but I wanted to have that so that if she wanted to go and relax, she could go relax and not have to worry about anything. She'd just go up there. And if she wanted me to go, I'd go with her. And so I did it. I did it one time. And every other time we were kind of rushing around. We didn't even go into it. She went in I don't think she went into it her spa day. I think she just did her massage, and she said, I was running so late, I just came back down. I was like, you could have continued. I would have found more stuff to do. It's a ship. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah. There's plenty of stuff to entertain you.
Yeah. I ended up sitting in French Quarter drinking and eating beignets. That would probably be my thing, is I probably would have bought her the rainforest pass for the entire time and just let that be her thing.
Yeah.
I did enjoy. It's not in my itinerary. I did do a spa day for myself. A little bit of one. I think it was 75 minutes. Uh, I was sending pictures to the group chat and forgot. And I didn't even send y'all pictures after I got my haircut.
No, I just saw it on
Rachel was
Facebook.
like, "What? You got a haircut?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a spa day." So I went. I was in the one day I went to the rainforest room. I kind of got annoyed with my hair and my beard, and I was like, "Y'all have openings tomorrow, last C day. Can I get a trim?" And like, "We'll get you a whole face, whatever thing."
Face, whatever.
Yeah,
We'll
so it was
fix your
like-
face,
We'll
Jason.
take care of all this.
It was a haircut, a beard trim, eyebrows, and the collagen and all that jazz. Yeah,
You got a facial?
too?
I did. I got it all. I'm like,
You're
okay.
glowing.
I was just like, okay, there we are. So that was a first for me. I enjoyed it.
Is it a first and last, or is it like
It's
a first
probably
and I'll
last.
do it again?
I like going to get my beard trimmed. Like when they had artist shaving in Disney Springs, I'd go in there once a year and get it done there. But I don't think I could do the whole pampering thing and then awkward conversation I'm not good at.
No manicures for you?
No. But it's like I had a good time. It was fun.
Good.
It was really
Your pictures, like just
Yeah.
you were the ones that you posted after you came home, but the ones that we were getting in real time, I just so jealous. Like I just loved it, and
that's the
I'm
whole
so
reason,
glad that you guys had such a great time.
the whole reason I had to get on the Zoom meeting the one night just to make sure I rubbed it in everybody's face. I know some people.
Terry,
don't
were you
care.
on that? You weren't on that.
No.
Micah was.
He gets on, and he's
I
literally
think it was
like, you see
ballpark.
you see like the stack.
funnel. Yeah, the funnel's right behind me.
And we're
So
like,
you
get
don't really
off.
care about the content. You just wanted to flex and then
He did, and then he got
off.
off. We told him to get off.
Denise let me in, and then you hear Rachel goes, "Did you let him in? Is he really doing this, Jason? Get off!" And I'm like, "Just wanted to come say hi."
And flex that I'm in Alaska, and we're about to like sail away. And
They did.
So nice.
We had perfect weather the entire time. They said it was.
I was just about to ask, what was the weather? So you were in like June. So what's the weather if someone were to take a cruise there?
The
during
highs
this
were in
time?
the 50s most days. It was windy in a couple of the ports, so you want to wear a jacket. I ended up buying 3 because I'm just that type of person that buys random jackets. It was supposed to be rainy every day, but it ended up like our glacier day. It was perfectly clear until we got we were pulling up to the ship.
Mhm.
So we were coming back from the glacier. It started sprinkling, and as soon as we walked onto the ship, it started downpouring, and they canceled Frozen for the night because of this. Instead of the Pirates night, they have Frozen night, so they canceled that because of the rain. June,
did you have the tender at any of the ports?
not at the ports, so it was tender. It was
Yeah.
tender at the glacier, naturally, but not any of the ports. But Juneau was misting, and as soon as we walked off the boat, it was clear. So they said, perfect weather. They don't ever see it like this. And we were excited to have good weather like that. But I wore flip flops the entire time. That
I
means
So this
saw
is a good time of year to travel there
it
if
is.
you want to. And
They
the
only-
sun,
it.
How
Only
was-
goes certain many months.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
May
really?
through September
you can't go like the January Alaskan cruise.
because it's like nighttime the entire time.
Yeah, there's
It's
only
like-
certain months that you can get to Alaska.
Like so, sunrise was like 3 a.m. Sunset was like 10 p.m. So it wasn't
So
completely
it's like
dark
dusky
until
during
like
then?
no, it was sun
it's like
out at
Bright,
10
bright.
p.m.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't like till 11:30, 12 when it was actually night.
I know you don't sleep, but your wife does. Did like her natural body clock like start going like getting tired around like 8, 9 o'clock? Like,
Yeah.
that's my normal. Or like, does she like want to stay up because the sun was
That's
up?
my normal.
We
I'm
so
with
we
ya.
we'd end up back in the room at some point taking a little bit of a nap, and then we'd go back out and do whatever. And
I always nap on a cruise.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's the motion of the ocean.
The rocking of the
Like
boat.
you just kind of get into the, you want to kind of lay back down and go to sleep. So I almost fell asleep on the tile thing in rainforest. I mean, if you don't, then did you really go in there? But that was my trip report.
So would you go again?
In a heartbeat.
Good.
Somebody, or it was a pub crawl person. He was talking about how Virgin's going there next summer, starting to go out. And I was like, man, I might want to book a Virgin cruise up there because that might be an experience. I don't know if they're going out of Vancouver or not, but I would, if I was to do it again, I'd do it exactly how I did it though. Minus the rainforest thing. Like I'd book the same room. I'd stay at the same hotel. Do 2 days in Vancouver before we went. I might do 2 days post or 2 days pre, but I'd spend 2 days in Vancouver for sure.
When's the last time you were on a cruise?
10 years ago.
And what ship were you on 10 years ago?
The Dream. Well, technically, last time I was on a cruise was a week ago.
Okay, funny, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
What did you think between the Dream and the Wonder?
It was weird because the Dream is so much newer than the Wonder is.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a gap, right? Like the 10 years or something in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast. I'm going on the Star of the Sea in August. So this is going to be the newest ship from Royal Caribbean. And this will be my first Royal Caribbean cruise. So from going from one of the oldest Disney ships to one of the newest ships in the world, your mind's going to be blown. It's huge. It's not only the newest, it's the biggest ship in the world. Mm-hmm. So I'll get a whole eye opener of everything, how technology has changed on the ships, what's offered on ships. And even to that point of what's the difference between Disney and Royal Caribbean. So you can expect that, in August when we get back.
We'll have to have Glenn on.
Yes, we will. Glenn is the other agent that I'm being Glenn.
We're having
going to represent Magical Travel on it's an inaugural cruise or a pre-inaugural cruise. I don't know.
Pre-inaugural.
So it's a media cruise pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So we get to represent the agency for it.
I'm so excited to have the men finally represent.
Excited.
I'm super excited. I'm really excited to do it. I'm really we've been wanting to get back into cruising. We're looking at going on the Destiny next summer with Travis to see if he's going to enjoy cruising or not. We think that's a perfect fit for him because it's hero themed and villain themed. So and
he's at such a good age for the kids clubs too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's at a good age before they've start kind of, I don't want to say forming their own opinions, but where that's not cool, or because their friends have influenced that. Even if they like it, they're kind of worried about being cool and stuff. So he can enjoy it,
and I think
as he should.
He's at that perfect. Well, we said perfect age many times right now, but where if he wants to go in the kids club, we're fine with it. But if he wants to hang out with us, we'll be even fine with that. We want to spend time with him, but if he wants to spend time away from us, we'll be fine with going to the adults only side. I will say that's something else I regret. We didn't spend a lot of time in the adults only area. But at the same time, there's not much to do in the adults only when it's an Alaskan cruise. We didn't get in the pools. We didn't get in the hot tubs. So that wasn't there. We did
Were there a lot of kids?
There were.
Yeah. Really?
Okay. Surprising.
There wasn't as many as I was expecting to be, but there were still a lot of kids. There were kids getting in the pools and whatnot.
50 degrees. I mean, I'm sure the pools are
They're
heated. Still.
You can see the steam coming off the pools, but there were kids going down the water slides and
that's not heated.
Getting out of that pool is a problem. The heated pool is good. Getting out.
There were adults in the hot tub. I don't think I ever saw anybody in the pool on the adult side.
Public hot tubs freak me out though.
Mm.
Yep.
I would have done I was thinking the Dream when it came to Rainforest Room, where it had the private hot tubs and everything like that. But I was like, oh yeah, this is an older ship.
Mm.
So
yeah, I'm excited.
It's pretty nice for an older ship though. I mean,
it was really nice, but all the way down back to what Rachel was asking, you could see the differences in the atrium. I remember walking into the Dream and it's just whoa. And then the atrium here was so much smaller. The technology, they still lasers during the Dream show itself. And some of it was, you could feel the oldness. You can see some oldness in it. Like
the USB port, the lack of USB ports in the staterooms.
Because there's only two and they're on the desk. And really the lack of plugs in general. I don't know about a cruise ship.
Oh my God. I always bring like extra plugs when I sail, no matter what line I'm on.
It felt like the staterooms themselves were a little bit smaller than what the Dream was. And I could be wrong on that, but it just because
Just be the layout.
And maybe it's because I went from such a big room when I was staying in a hotel. If I'd just been a regular size room,
That's true.
It would have been like, okay, this isn't too much.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So,
and then also like the furnishings too are a little bit different. So like I remember when I was on the Magic, it was different than when I was on the Dream. Like you had like a chest of drawers compared to, just the closet or like the table, the dresser. So it's a little bit different. That can make it feel smaller too.
The TV placement was the same, but I don't like it. Just because it's that one.
It's a little corny, the corner one that's like over the over like the desk.
As far as like desk level, so it's like when you're throwing up. If you're watching something, Beth like had to kind of lean up over me to watch because I'm on that side of the bed. I did do the beer mug, Percheval. But I didn't make use of it. I've only drank one beer on the ship.
So you paid for to have like the cheaper beers, but you didn't even do it?
I didn't even do it. So I recommend
wasted money.
Not wasting your money on that. But the mug is great. I love the mug. But I can take the mug back on another ship and still be able to use it. So it's cool. There. We got the Bluetooth speaker that was in our room. The floating. I was gonna get the romantic romance getaway or something like that, where it came with the 2 robes and the champagne, but it wasn't offered on ours.
Oh.
So
maybe if you got to stay concierge to get the robes next time.
Yeah.
When we're in our royal suite, our funnel suite.
Yeah, I'll do that. We bought a bunch of merch. That's why we need another suitcase. It was crazy. We ended up with Mickey and Minnie, the Alaskan versions. That was the thing. Like everybody was like, those things sell out, and we went down.
The plushes?
Yeah. Like we went down 4 or 5 hours later, and they were still there. And then we went down 2 or 3 days later, and it was still there. Like okay, but we made it mad dash for nothing.
What do they look like? What makes Mickey and Minnie different in Alaska?
It's their outfit.
Yeah. So the
remember that picture?
Maybe.
She's like in a rain outfit,
Eskimo, and he's in a fisherman outfit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back.
You only get that when they're on Alaska sailing.
Yeah, and only on Glacier Day are they outside. So like you queue up an hour before to get the pictures.
Oh.
I have to say that photo package was worth every penny of that trip.
I will say that. I was making sure, like we took stupid pictures because I want to make sure we got enough out of the thing because I only wanted it for those pictures. I wanted to make sure Mickey and Minnie showed up great.
Yeah.
But that's what we got that for. I think that's all.
How did she like her escargot? I know you sent that picture.
She loved it.
Yeah, my husband.
She had calamari. She had escargot.
I love them.
Give me calamari. I can't get escargot.
I will say restaurant wise, Paula was great, amazing as always. This is going long, so I'm trying to rush through some stuff.
Oh, sorry.
But
asking questions.
No, you're good. You can ask questions. That's the point.
I want this mini outfit, by the way. I love that.
They sold a jacket like that.
Oh, I would have bought that.
Yeah.
Bethany picked a different one. She was debating between that one and the other.
Wait. So we buy merch for you when we go to Epic, but you don't ask us if we want merch?
I just told you I had to buy another luggage because we had bought so much for ourselves.
Looks like a brand new jacket that you bought yourself.
I did.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's one of the 3 jackets I bought for myself.
Did you get that?
Flip-flops.
So my favorite restaurant out of the rotational dining was Animator's Palette.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. So I mean, the
food or the atmosphere.
The atmosphere. That's what I was going to get at. The food was good in all the restaurants, but the atmosphere for Animator's Palette both nights, because we only did 2 nights. We did Tiana's. Would have been 3 if we didn't do Palo. But the atmosphere for Animators was just great, having the restaurant come to life.
Yeah, the screens.
And Sorcerer Mickey's my favorite Mickey. So when he comes running out to Phantasmic at the end of the meal. It's just little boy comes out of me like, yes! And we were sitting right on the aisle, so he comes running right next to us, and it was great. And then having the Bethany, I sent y'all the pictures of Bethany Pitt drew her little ballerina. And I drew whatever, dude.
Hers
those
really
things come to
good.
life. Yeah. I mean, so that's fun seeing those characters come to life at the end of the night. Triton's was just kind of meh. So Tiana's was probably my second favorite of the rotational. Beignets are great.
Yeah.
And then all you can eat. Bethany had creme brulee every night. Sanford knew to bring Beth creme brulee every night. Last night we ate in Triton's, and he brought her a lava cake, and she was like, "Where's my creme brulee?" He did not bring it because he had brought out whatever and a creme brulee every night, and so like 2 minutes later he comes walking up with creme brulee and gives it to her. She never said anything to him, but he knows he's going to do it.
Yeah.
So that was the good thing about the Disney experiences. You have those waiters every night.
Yeah.
And they got to know you on that level, what you liked, what you didn't like. And like I said, Sanford he said hey to us every time we saw him anywhere on the ship, and it was great.
Did you have your ice cream cones?
Yes.
Okay.
Even in 30 degrees outside, wind blowing, we went and got Mile High ice cream and walked around and ate ice cream. Did y'all have any other questions about the Alaska cruise?
I think you did a great job of like
Yeah.
your days without like droning on and including every little, like you did a very good highlight reel and answer questions and
good job.
I would like us to do this when we do the trips. I think when we do personal trips, us being able to talk about them would be insight, because that gives us insights on what we like to do as ourselves. But, you know, maybe people listening are thinking about doing an Alaska cruise. And
I definitely want to do one. I've never done one.
I was talking to somebody today about it, and I was like, I don't care what ship you get on, whether it's Carnival, whether it's Princess. If it's going to Alaska, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about the ship you're on. It's about the destination you're getting there and you're seeing and the memories you're making. Alaska's beautiful. We saw so many bald eagles in Juneau. There was one point we came across a field, and the guy was like, hey, if you just look over here and you see all those white spots, they're bald eagles. And there's like 50 of them. That's
crazy.
Trees. And it's just like, holy crap.
Wow.
So you're seeing these things that are just great. And you don't know how many times you're going to get to Alaska to see something.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Beth have said in 5 years, we would like to be able to do this again and take Travis. That way we have one trip with Travis where he's old enough to remember this, and he can always look back at that Alaska trip we took together. So whether it's on Disney, whether it's on Royal Caribbean or Princess or anything like that, we're going to try to make it happen. So that answers the questions of, would I do it again? Yes, I would.
That's how my parents, they could care less about going to Disney World or like the Caribbean or anywhere, but they go to Alaska about once every 5 to 10 years, and they go to Yellowstone every other year. And like you said, like travel just doesn't have to be to or cruises for that matter, to like a Caribbean destination or somewhere with a beach or water. There's something out there for everybody. And it's exciting. You know, but some people might think Alaska, like, what am I going to do if I go to an Alaskan cruise? There's nothing to do in Alaska but like look at things. And you just sat here and told us about how every day was full of things you did.
Well, see, when you have that balcony, if you're not in the city or in one of those ports, being able to sit on your balcony and just look, even if you don't, you can sit on deck and just watch and see how beautiful our planet is. And the greenness of that ocean water from the glaciers is beautiful. The greens, I can't describe. Like, y'all have seen the pictures I've sent you, but I cannot describe what it looks like in person. It's like looking at a high def TV for the first time, because the air's so clear up there, and that you're seeing those colors and layers, and it's just like, you just don't understand what a picture is showing you because you can't really describe it in person. And if you can't afford to get on a Disney cruise, don't worry about it. Carnival has cruises that go to Alaska is just the same. And like I said, it's only the ship that's getting you there. They're not going to put a bad ship taking you to Alaska. They're going to give you a great ship, a great time, and you're going to have great memories.
Yeah, it's just the itinerary. Make sure you do the right stops in Alaska.
Yeah. So that's my Alaskan adventure.
I'm so glad that you and Beth got to do that.
I am.
That's very nice.
All right. So next episode, we're going to talk about the top 3 experiences that you must not miss as a first timer going to Walt Disney World. We're going to talk to Allison, see if we can get her back on for her 5th time so we can have a second member of the 5 Timers Club. Maybe she won't bail on us this time. That's going to do it for us today. If you enjoyed the episode, we ask you to please leave a review. Go find us on social media, Castles to Cauldrons on all of our social media accounts. Terry is still doing a great job with that.
Our fishing video, I loved it.
Everyone loved our fishing video.
That one's getting some views. That was a good video. So go find that Terry and Rachel showing off their popcorn buckets as fish on social media. It's funny.
Well, Terry's Slinky Dog was the best. She stretched it out like a fish. I loved it.
If you want any of us to plan your perfect Disney Alaska cruise or any type of family vacation that you want to do, you can contact us at magicaltravel.com. Any one of us would be glad to help you, or any of our wonderful agents at magicaltravel.com. So until the next time, we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.